That is, in my past video, I explained that how you create the user-defined thread by inheriting from runnable interface. Now, in another video, I want to show you how you create the thread by inheriting from thread class. Both are important, both are required. So, how you create the thread in two different ways. Now, here you see, it is very easier concept. Anybody can write the code. I saw that most of the guys always tell that threading is a difficult topic. No, it's not a difficult topic. Now you see, I just write here, that is find s2 dot. I do one thing, that is the similar way, I write public class, that is test2, here you just write extends thread. Now here you see, you declare a class, that class inherited from which class? Thread class. Now thread class also having a run method. Runnable interface also having a run method. But what is the difference between the two? The thread class, the run method is not an abstract method, but runnable interface run method is abstract method. As you know that in interface, whatever the methods are available, these methods are implicitly public and abstract. But in thread class, the run method is not abstract, but as a programmer, it is recommended that we override the run method. Now, as a programmer, I just override the run method of which class? Thread class. I just write here public void, that is run. You know that method overriding is only possible in case of inheritance. Without inheritance, method overriding never be possible. Now, what's my next job is, I just write same way, I write here system.out.println, fine, here is what I want to print. What is the running thread name? I just write here running thread, fine, there is running thread, name is anyway. Now which thread is running, that is not decided by us, that is decided by thread scheduler. Same way, I call a method thread dot current thread dot, you see, thread dot current thread dot get name. It returns me the running thread name. Now I just do one thing, I just block the thread dot slip. I block the thread for how many milliseconds? 1 millisecond. 1000 millisecond means how many seconds? 1 second the thread is blocked. Now I already covered, if the thread is blocked for 1 second, what happens here? It is not waited, it calls the second thread, second running thread. Now when the thread is blocked, it enters into the block state, and when the running thread enters into the block state, it that is thread scheduler now call another thread into the running state. Now here you see, slip method throws one exception. What the exception is? Interrupted exception I. Anyway, I just ended the block here, fine. Same way, I write system.out.println, that is fine. That is the dead thread name is anyway. Dead thread name is thread dot, here you see. I just write here thread dot current thread, here you see. Thread dot current thread dot get name. That returns me what? After 1 second time interval is over, which thread is dead? It just returns that. Now I just do one thing. I use that is word a parameterized constructor. What I did here, that is test2, fine. I write here string name. You know that I define a parameterized constructor to specify the name of the thread. You know that when I write a super, that is a name. Here what happens? I explicitly call the base class which constructor? Parameterized constructor. Who is the base class here? That is thread. I call the parameterized constructor of the thread class. It construct a thread and give the name of the thread. Then I call the start method to give the life to the thread. Over. Inside the constructor, I specify the name of the thread and I call the start method to give the life to the thread. What's my next job is? That is, I enter into the main method. Fine. Here you see, I just enter into the headers main. What's my next job is? I just write here S2 T1 is equal to, that is find new test2. I give the name of the first thread, that is first. See, I create the first thread here. This is the first thread. I write here test2 T2 is equal to, that is new test2. I give the name of the thread is word, that is find. Here you just pass, that is second. Now I create, that is second thread. Listen one thing. When I create the child class object means it is the object of word, the base class. Who is the base class here? Thread. Because inside the child class constructor, I use super keyword. Super explicitly call the base class constructor. Now I just write here, that is find test2, that is find. T3 is equal to, that is new, that is test. I give the thread name is, that is third. Anyway, I create the third thread. Fine. The third thread is over. Same type of code. Whatever I write in my previous program, I write the same type of code. There is no differences are there. Here also I create three threads. My first thread name is first, second thread name is second, third thread name is third. But I show you that what are the techniques I used in the past way. In the second way, I use the other techniques to create the thread. Now they ask you the question in my next area, I must explain. Out of the two techniques, which one is better? That is, a runnable interface is better to create the thread, or thread class is better to create the thread. That's the question they will ask you. So I just show you that how you create the thread in Java. In Java, you can create the thread in two ways, by inheriting from the thread class, by inheriting from runnable interface. Now you see the result. Here you see. I just compile the code, fine. Anyway, I compile it. I just write here Java, there it is. Check here. Same type of concept. I just write here output is running thread name is third, then first, then second. After 1 second time interval is over, they are rescheduled. Dead thread name is second, third, then first. So fine, this is the way I explain how you create the thread in Java. So this is the way you explain that I can create the thread in Java in two ways, either by inheriting from the thread class or by inheriting from